It is time now, though, for the business news with Nona Peltier. Nona, now, I know we're going to talk about this immigration story that you were telling us about yesterday, right? So there's been some developments. What's going on?
Yeah, the minister announced today that he is going to extend the visas of a couple of classes of workers on visas that are to expire this year. So if your visa expires this year, you're going to get an extra 6 months if you are on an essential skills visa or one of those employer assisted visas where you're sponsored by an employer. And or if you are on one of those visas where you've been here for 3 years and you need to leave the country for a year, so you'll get an extension as well if you're on that type of visa of 6 months. Now, everybody else, though, so this affects, 16,500 people on those essential skills and work employer-assisted visas. That's a 16,500 number. Another 600 on that other visa, which is the one where you get the stand down for 1 year. But there are about 200,000 people working in New Zealand on temporary visas. And for those people, they are not getting an extension. They are going to be treated individually, and they're going to need to reapply if they want to stay in the country one by one. And if they can't get an extension and they can't leave the country, Immigration New Zealand has said that they can at least try and find work here if they can find someone who will assist them or, sponsor them or what have you. So I asked the minister if this was as far as he's going to go. He said that no, there's going to be further tweaks between now and the election. But for now, this is really just a short-term measure. But it's better than nothing, and it gives some people some certainty, employers, and certainly the skilled temporary workforce in New Zealand.
Okay, interesting development.
Yeah, I was going to say I spoke with him about his philosophy. If we have some time, perhaps we can hear what he had to say.
Look, we've got to take into consideration what the impact of our decisions will have on New Zealanders' ability to get into work, and that we took the time to be certain that making these changes wouldn't have an unnecessarily negative impact on New Zealanders' ability to get into work. I appreciate this is something that people have been looking out for some time, but I think what we've been able to do is take the time to get the decision right so that people have plenty of time to plan for the future.
And that's the Immigration Minister, Ian Lees-Galloway. Now, for the rest of the news from the business team.
Yeah, market.
We had the market. Look, I'll tell you what, we're just rocketing up there. Another 3.25% rise in the NZX Top 50, an 88-point gain to 11,744. So that's really close to our record, which is just over.
I was going to say you must have been touching, just nosing up to the record.
Yeah, we're nosing up there because we were, 12,100 and some number. Yeah, not far off, really. The New Zealand dollar is steady at 65.5 US cents, 94.1 Australian, 52.4. And for Asia, the stocks there took a bit of a breather, wondering what's going to happen with COVID. Economy, the usual.
Words escape you, Nona.
That's it.
That's Nona Peltier with our business news.